Hello, welcome to New Racing Tutorials. My name is Lloyd James and today we'll be going over how to create a track for Optimum Lap. In this example, we'll use the Winton track from 2019 that already exists. To create a track for Optimum Lap, we begin in Creo. The track that is created will eventually look like this. However, to start, we need to import the image in the background. This image is available as a PDF from the FSAA website. A JPEG using snipping tool should then be taken and imported into Creo. To do this, go to View, Model Display, Images, select Import, and then the plane which you wish to import the image onto. The next trick is to scale the image. To scale, we select Sketch and match the plane of the image. We then create a line that is 10 meters in length. This is because the scale that exists on the image is exactly 10 meters. Once you have the image imported, move the scale around until the blue arrow located here matches perfectly to the sketched 10 meter line. Once that is done, your image is ready to be used to create the track. We can now delete this sketch line and begin creating features for the track itself. To do this, we create another sketch on the plane that the image is on and begin at the start line by creating a line of the approximate distance. Another Me will now show you how to create curves and the rest of the track. To create curves, use the circle tool with center and endpoint selected, as this allows for nice, large curves to be generated. These curves should all be forced tangent to the line that they're using, and once multiple curves have been stitched together, the deletion of the other circle is required. To delete segments, select the Delete Segment tool and draw a line through the segments that are no longer desired. This should only be done once other segments have been added to prevent the removal of still desired material. A large amount of experimentation will be required around the course of the track to create all lines and curves that are perfectly tangent to each other. Straights should be created as close as possible to the desired length to reduce the requirement to create additional straights that add more data points that need to be entered later on. When creating the track, tangency is the most critical goal, as this ensures the track will line up in Optimum Lap most accurately. To make sure this happens, it is often required to delete horizontal or vertical constraints on the circles and straight lines. This procedure continues until a full track has been made. There are no additional segments other than that of the track itself. That track will look something like this. The full sketch of this track will have a large amount of detail and a large number of radiuses. Once complete, it is time to extract the track from Creo into Optimum Lap. Given the difficulty of entering data into Optimum Lap, it is recommended to insert the track via Excel first. This can be done with a few columns that specify the length, the diameter, and the direction. An additional column can be made for radius that is simply an equation of halving the diameter. This is useful for entering the values into Optimum Lap. To acquire these parameters, simply use the measurement tool and select each segment individually. This may take some time, however at this stage there is not a better way known to export a set of curves from Creo in order to ensure that no curves are missed and all the corners line up. Once this is completed, there will be a large Excel spreadsheet of all the turns present in the track. In this case, this is the set of data we will be using. This data is now entered into Optimum Lap by continually adding straights or turns and entering the corner radius and defining the turn type. Once this process is done, the configurator should be set to closed circuit and the track will be complete. This is a lengthy process, so it should be investigated in future years for the track to be recorded in data and then created using Optimum Lap's website. That can be done from Convert from Data. The data sets required are labelled here, the CSV of speed, lateral accelerations from a single lap at fixed frequency. The difficulty with New Racing's previous data is that the frequency was not high enough. The Motec data logger should be capable of recording these desired parameters. This is something that was done in 2017 and is listed in a report. However, the files that this was done with are now in the ether.